Stan, here we are in the library room. Who hasn't had enough of eating the wrong things and probably drinking too much beer? I certainly have. It happens this time of year, doesn't it? Just got to enjoy it, I suppose. So I got myself a load of usual stuff at Christmas. I had the middle binoculars, but more German binoculars. Particularly nice, those, particularly nice. But they're for a later video. Today's video is about this. Now, I've had to, excuse me, it's precariously precarious on there because I have got a habit of knacking these things up. You know, photographs and picture frames and stuff. Just try and get it in the middle. So what is it? It is a really nice piece of social history, in my opinion. And this was, I'll tell you how much I got it for. I was on eBay, surfing around. I think I paid £14 for it. That was with the postage and everything. And it is a really nice frame. I didn't realise how nice it was until it actually came be delivered. I don't know if it's slightly out on the framework or something, but if it is, I'm not touching it. I'm just going to leave it. So the photograph is of Number 7 Flight, Air Squadron, IRC Wing. I'm not sure what that 1 RC Wing, don't sure what that means. RAF Padgate, May 1955. So these are national service people. Let's see if I can close that, just to get a bit of the light off it. In fact, just close them both, Stan. Oh, you see my horrible face now. I can't see anything now. Hang on a minute, I'll turn the light on. You should deal with lighting before you start filming, shouldn't you? Unless you're a buffoon like me. Right, here we are. So, RAF Padgate. And I don't want to get myself in the picture here, but it's a bit unavoidable. You'll see me reading my notes. So, actually, a bit more light. Get a bit natural light. There. You don't want to see me, see? Oh, anyway, I'll sit down then. Right, I'll sit down so you can't see my horrible face. So, RAF Padgate in Warrington was a training camp. Now, I'm not very good at putting links on for things, but if you go on YouTube and type in RAF Padgate, there's a Pathé newsreel of the last RAF personnel leaving in 1957 after 18 years. So it was open pre-war and used after the war for national service personnel. And apparently 1 million men and women went through the training camp over its period. And in the film, it says that the tailor for the people first coming in, getting their uniforms sorted out. I mean, I thought they'd have had off-the-shelf stuff, but it says the tailor for these, I believe the whole existence of the camp was one Arthur Wiltshire. So there you go. The commander during, it said on the thing for during the whole Second World War, it wasn't quite clear on the little bit of research that I did, was Group Captain Gilbert Stewart Martin Insaul, VC and MC, and he won the VC for an action in the First World War. I mean, feel free to look him up yourself. And he was born 1894, died 1972, and he was in charge of the camp from the 1st of April 1939. He retired from the RAF on the 30th of July 1945. So the RAF station now, it's a housing estate with roads named. One of the roads is named Insaul after the group captain, and the other RAF, aircraft makes, Lysander Way, that sort of thing. There are little bits of it left, as in parts of the buttresses of the rifle range, but mainly it's all gone. It was demolished in the 1970s. I did see a little thing where there was somebody racing motorbikes on there, probably in the 70s, 60s. So yeah, it was a training camp. Now, ugly face me again. I'll just take me. So if we look at this little corner here, and it's Panographs Limited, 63 Erskine Street, Liverpool. Now, going online, the likes of eBay, just online, Google and stuff, Panographs Limited, there's a few of them, and quite a few of these RAF service personnel types from RAF Padgate, because obviously Warrington's not too far from Liverpool. It's in the same region, and these must have been a favourite thing for people to do at the end of their passing out parade, if you like. I can't find much of it. When I typed in sort of panographs, it just kept coming up with the ones that were there, not really who and what it was. So, but obviously it's some sort of panoramic, one photograph of a group of people, and it's curious. It's nice to see how people remembered. This is why I think it's a nice piece of social history. Okay, it's not World War II. It's not like really desirable military, but the fact it's complete in a really beautiful, like, I don't know if it's like, is it a tortoise shell? What, the frame? Really nice. And when I turn it around, you'll see another reason why it's nice as well. That these people, these young men, were doing what they had to do for king and country, queen and country. Was it king and country? Don't show your ignorance. Doing what they had to do for the nation, for the betterment of society. And when you look up, or they had to do, I don't think really a lot of them want to, but when you look up 63 Erskine Street in Liverpool, it's happened a lot around here. The old place was just demolished in the 1960s. Erskine Street's still there, but not. There's a couple of really run down old buildings, mainly all demolished and redeveloped for the betterment of the area, which wasn't always the case. And I just wonder how some of these young men would view the country as a whole if they were to be around now. I mean, some of them may be, but probably not. Probably most of them will have passed away by now, I would think, if they were sort of 1920, 1955, that would make them, well, well in their 80s, wouldn't they? So, yeah, there might be a few of them left. But I look at my own hometown and I think, you know, if I'd been a national serviceman then and I'd alighted in 1955 at my hometown railway station, it would have been, you know, a railway station not unlike you see on the sort of Ealing comedies with the coal fire in the waiting room, etc., etc., etc. I remember it in the 1970s as a derelict playground, waste ground, because in the 1960s they moved the railway station from another part of town. They did it because they thought that the population of my town, which was expanding, was going to go in a certain direction. It didn't. It went the other way. And they built this new railway station. And if I had to pick one word to describe that railway station for all my life, is urine, piss. That's what I always smelt of. You know, obviously the buildings weren't like the ones they replaced. They were just concrete structures where there was no toilet facilities, because obviously when it came to the 1960s, people didn't need to go to the toilet, did they, when they're at the railway station in the middle of winter? So people just pissed everywhere. You know, and it actually, I think it was 1966 it was open, or 67. It only got disabled access quite recently. So 50 odd years, because obviously there wasn't anyone who needed disabled access in this area. Honestly, sometimes, and it goes back to, you know, these young guys here serving the country. Maybe some of them have gone on to stay in the armed forces. What a different world they lived in, and we inherited it. And not me personally have done anything. I don't think to bugger up the country, but it isn't great, is it? You know, that was my end of year political rant. Is it political? Not really. It's just an observation. Is my local town a shithole? Yeah, it is. Yeah, thanks very much. You know, that's just anyway. Shut up. So on the back, we'll get back to the subject at hand. So, so there you can see, it's got the original little steel pegs in the frame. So it is an original frame, a new cord, and probably a new doofer on that side. But it's been signed by quite a number of the young gentlemen. D Hall, it's the only one, D Hill, it's the only one I can make out now. James Irvine, Stuart Edgars. Probably should have looked these people up, shouldn't I? Robert Hogg. I'm going to go online after I finish this video, because I'm not doing it again, and probably find out that one of them became a Vulcan pilot or something like that. You know, we'll have a little look. If I do find anything out, then I will give you the heads up later on. You can look up yourself. But it's a nice way to see, and there is some others on there where the people had signed on the internet, where people had signed the full panograph. Oh, cat's involved now. Panograph photograph. And all the people on that photograph had signed it. Not so on this one, but it must have been pride of place in somebody's front room, living room, and 2 years before the base closed. So yeah, a very nice thing. And again, for anybody out there who's contemplating, see my face again, kind of like see my face, contemplating collecting militaria or antique thingamybobs, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Now, if this was 1944, 1945, the price would be 2, 3, 4 times, 5 times as much. But £14 for a nice bit of national service history stuff, you know. And the only problem I've got now is I really haven't got anywhere to put it, because I am at bursting point when it comes to stuff. I've got boxes of I've got a lot of these here. I will show you in another video, but yeah. Driving licenses from World War II. I just went mad at Christmas and bought stuff I didn't need. But hey, that's what it is. That's what it's like in the world of steel. Understand? That's me dragging this out for nearly 11 minutes of. Oh, you're all going to say, "And you having a light refreshment, Stan?" Yeah, yeah. That's the only light refreshment I'm having. I've had too many light refreshments. I won't be able to put my work gear on when I get back to work. It won't fit me. Anyway, stop talking crap. This is Stan. That's my Raf Padgate photograph. And there's another little sneaky peek at some more German binoculars that I bought at Christmas. This is Stan, and I will see you